Hello, my beautiful narc-free family. Thank you for joining me here today. My name is Cree, and today I am going to read a little bit from H.G. Tudor's book, Smeared, Knowing and Beating the Narcissist. And for anyone who's interested in this book, I will leave the link below down in the description box and in the comment section. So today I'm going to talk about the types of smear campaigns, all right? And it's a regular weapon used by the narcissist. This is a series, so I am doing this is probably going to be 4 or 5 videos on this one. You can go look for the other ones that are posted. I'll leave them at the end of this video, okay? So there are many different types of smear campaigns that are used, and they're used for different reasons, and you can go back and see those videos. But here are the types. So there is the abuser. Whether it is preventing us from seeing our friends, not letting us have our say, making decisions for us, hitting us, failing to attend to household chores whilst we are out working to support the household, not showing us any affection, questioning us about our movements, calling us names, and so on, it will be used against you. He says we like to trot our tales about how cruel and unpleasant you have been to us. All right. And the next one is the philanderer, the slut. So they'll start making up stories about you, saying that you've been having affairs, and that you're just out whoring around basically everywhere you go, and that this is a secret dark side to you that the people in what H.G. Tudor calls the audience, which are the flying monkeys or your friends or family, these are things that they just didn't know about you, that you were just a big hoe while you were with them. The spender, you were just, while the narcissist was out working all day to take care of the family, you were just running up credit cards, and you were buying sex toys because you're a hoe, and you were getting hotel rooms so that you could sleep with all the many men you were with. Okay, these are the kind of stories that they're going to come up with. The lunatic, this one, a lot of these are self-explanatory, but the narcissist will lie on you and say that, you were taking some medication for a mental condition, and that they were trying to keep this on the hush, but now, they need to let people know because you're abusing them, okay? And so they've got to let the cat out of the bag. The turncoat. In this smear campaign, we actually place the focus of your horrible behavior on not just us, but other people as well. We spend our time telling other people the horrible things you have said about them behind their backs. So this is kind of triangulation too, because now they're bringing other people into it, and they're going to pit everybody against each other. Narcissists love to muddy the water so that no one can tell fact from fiction. So you get so confused that you don't know what to believe, and they are so convincing with their story, and they are so calm when they are saying it because they are the abuser, and the person who is getting smeared is so frazzled that it makes them look crazy, which is all part of the plan. Okay, the addict, you've got a serious problem with drugs or alcohol, okay? And that is why you've broken up. And they're going to run this campaign on you very quickly, to a lot of people all at once before you can even catch your breath, because they don't want you to get tipped off until they've told everybody that they want to know, and they've gotten this story going everywhere, okay? The veiled threat. This smear campaign works by relying on intimidation. It's a suggestion that we are going to do something. Narcissists will put something out there. They will try to make you look bad by sending you a text message saying something like, you're gonna be charged with being unfit. So even if they most likely have already run a smear campaign on you, but now they are kind of threatening you with what they're already saying to other people so that you can be in fear. So now you got all these people talking about you and you know about it, and this is irritating, frustrating. And then you have the narcissist basically telling you what they're saying and what they're going to do about these false claims that they have made about you. So it's you can see where this is just a disaster for anyone going through it. Those of you who are going through this right now, if you can get in therapy, get in therapy. If you have the means to, and if you don't, get a good friend who knows that you're telling the truth. All you need is one person who knows your truth. You don't need a whole crew of people. You just need one person who knows the truth. All right. You drove us to this point, to the point of suicide. Remember, they're always the victim, and they will play suicide. They will. I actually know someone that this happened to, where the spouse said that he had that he was in the hospital and that he had tried to commit suicide a few times within the same weekend, when really he was at home in his room and was just using this as a ploy to get her over there, basically as a Hoover. So they will stop at nothing, and suicide is one of the things they use. Sex. If you have read my book, Sex and the Narcissist, you will be aware of just how powerful a tool sex is when wielded by us, to suggest that you have an overwhelming, ferocious sexual appetite, which meant you took liberties with us. You engage in bizarre and unpleasant fetishes. You engage in unlawful sexual practices. You withheld sex from us in order to punish us. Y'all, they will come up with it. Okay, destruction. That you have been tearing up their property, or doing something to their car, or something of that nature. The white knight. The smear campaign plays on the side that I am a white knight who rode to the victim's rescue, and I gave them everything. And how did they repay me? They walked out. Very dramatic. The white knight. Okay. False criminal allegations. You guys, this one right here is very serious. When we're telling you that if you know you're with a narcissist, to walk away, this one is pretty serious, because they will create a story about you and they will magnify the story, and this will affect your career. You may react to the abuse that they've been doing to you, but they will not say anything about what they're doing to you, obviously, because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Oh, they know what they're doing, but they act. You hear that word? I said act like they don't know what they're doing. And now you could be facing criminal charges based off their word. You would be surprised how the legal system is set up, that they're not privy to narcissists and how they operate, and they just believe what someone said because they're an adult. All right. And that's how a lot of people deal with the smear campaign. They just don't think that an adult would stand right in front of them and just make up a story. It just seems so outlandish that they can't wrap their head around it. Okay, the poor parent. This smear campaign is used by our kind to demonstrate that the victim is a poor parent. Oh, you're going to get this if you got children with a narcissist, and those children are the narcissist children. You're a bad parent. Trust me. I don't care if you were a stay-at-home mom and they encourage you to be home. When you're no longer with them, or they're not getting supply from you, you are a bad parent. Absolutely. The liar. That's self-explanatory. She just cannot stop telling lies. Fake concern. They'll do a smear campaign like he says, I'm concerned for his health. She is drinking herself to death at this rate. So they're just throwing out a little something that makes them seem like they are concerned about you, when really they're actually smearing your name. socially unacceptable behaviors, racist, homophobic, sexist, holding unsavory views about children, a sexual deviant, seething about people with disabilities. And you know, a lot of times people won't even tell you what the narcissist is saying about you, so you don't even know. And then you're going around and you're wondering why people are looking at you funny or they're treating you funny, and it's because they've listened to this. Okay, drama queen. The victim is painted as being melodramatic and always causing a scene. They're diminishing your credibility because whilst you may not lie, you make a drama out of everything and anything, okay? So they use things that they know about you and they put a slight little twist on it, just enough to make it believable. The user. This points to you as someone who is only ever in it for themselves. So, you know, that's projection, because that's what the narcissist is, in it for themselves. Incompetent. This will cover various areas, including education, parenting, social skills, sporting ability, emotional intelligence, DIY work, career, domestic chores. You're just incompetent. All right. And you guys need to understand that some of this stuff is being said about you when you are being love bombed by the narcissist. They are throwing out some of this stuff in the very beginning for later on. The contrarian. He can start an argument in an empty room. Whatever I say, he always takes the opposite stance. She can never admit she is wrong. So, jealousy. This smear campaign is the basis is that you are jealous of me and possibly other people, those in the smear audience, and thus the smear campaign acquires greater effectiveness. The jealousy might be because of the friendship we have with somebody in the smear audience, the fact we are successful, sporty, artistic, interesting, good at our jobs, social, and so on. So it would go something like this. I cannot help the fact that people like me, but she turns into this green-eyed monster whenever I talk to other women. But they're leaving out the part that when they're talking to other women, that they're getting their phone number and that they're actually cheating on you with the other woman. They just say that you're jealous, okay? These are, there are 21 of these in this book. Obviously, I just gave you the title of what each category is. And this is from page 107 to page 152. All right, so there's a lot of details in here, but you get the gist of the types of campaigns that they come up with. If any of y'all have fallen victim to a smear campaign, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear which campaign was run on you. I was the abuser. I was the bad parents. And then at some point I was taking medicine for what is called psychotherapy at some point, which I never took. But this is the stories that the narcissist will make up. Now, let me give you just a little disclaimer on that. So I was taking care of a narcissist that was sick for almost a year. During that year's time, I went to the gynecologist, and she knew I was stressed because I had a lot going on. I had little kids, and I was taking care of the narcissist, okay? And so she gave me a prescription for something for depression, but I never took it. You know, you have to keep going getting that medicine. It takes like 30 days for it to get into your system. Well, I never took even the first 30-day supplies. I never took even one of them. People who know me know that I don't like medicine at all. But this would be later used against me just because she had given me the prescription, even though the narcissist knew that I'd never taken it. This is the way that they they weave it and never ever said, well, the reason why she was on this, or the reason why it was ever prescribed, is because she was taking care of me. All right? They never ever take any accountability. They just straight throw you under the bus. Okay, thank you for joining me here today. And you guys, I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I am trying to help as many of you as I can. So if you have liked the content of this video, if you would go ahead and subscribe and give it a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye, my beautiful narc free family. Mwah.